all of these kids have amazing teachers and principals and counselors who come from very, very tough circumstances, but because they have people like you who believe in them, they're going to really be okay. So I just want you to know how much I appreciate the hard work and the difference that you guys make all around the country. I've taken any questions you might have about today about anything else.
Thanks for letting us hang out in your living room.
Pretty nice day, son. A little bit.
Lots up here, man.
Yeah. Government stuff. Government stuff. Yeah.
I love teach to lead.
Yeah.
So can you tell us more about how that will sort of continue to evolve and how teacher leaders kind of staying in education is on your agenda?
Yeah. Well, this is one, not the only example. I think there's lots of examples, but the one most recently for me, I've different places every week. A couple of weeks ago, I was in Denver. And they've gone from having teacher leaders in like 14 schools to they're now going to 72, like a five-fold increase. And this is just sort of how they do business now. And I keep saying, well, I want to cheerlead and encourage. If I'm leading this, that it, by definition, isn't going to work. So it really has to be organic. It has to be from all of you. It has to be from states and districts starting to think differently. And we can encourage and try and catalyze and try and share best practices. But at the end of the day, for me, it's just sort of common sense that we need to keep great teachers in the classroom. We need to give them more responsibility. They need to be able to make more money. And if they can mentor and be the master teachers and help the next generation be successful, everybody wins here. It's interesting how Denver's doing it, built into the contract. It's even not that expensive, really. It's still early. But I think ultimately in reducing, if it's as successful as I hope it is, it's going to reduce turnover. It's going to reduce HR costs. I think it's a cost savings. You'll have much happier teachers and much better teachers and keep more folks in the profession. So we'll see where this goes. We're year plus 2 months in. First year was wildly better, I think, than any of us hoped. And that's not due to any of us. That's due to folks out there doing great stuff. And we'll see how this year goes. But I would love to see this move from little pockets to start to become just part of how states and how districts do business.
So I was told we can do one more brief question. Somebody has one more question or comment for them. Do you want to exchange the question for a quick picture?
Yeah.
Oh, last question, yes, sir.
If we're going to take this model K-12 and go higher ed with graduate schools of education and graduate schools of education for ed leaders, what should we be doing? Is there something like this that we could be talking to?
Something like what? Like Edcamp or like what?
Yeah, I mean, we're doing some things in some programs in these small little areas, but how do we kind of help professors who maybe haven't been in the classroom a while and maybe haven't been swam in these connected waters understand how this is of value?
So I need your help on that one. Let me try and give you a serious answer. So the one thing, again, I think it's so important that we don't lead. The one thing we can do is we can convene. We can bring folks together. And so I think pushing, I hadn't thought about that one. It's a really good idea. I've been pretty critical of many schools of ed, not all. But if we could maybe convene some of those deans or professors with some of you and talk about what's going on, that's a thought. That's a thought. I hadn't thought about that one. And so it's the kind of thing, if that's helpful, let us know and we'll work on it. If it's helpful for us to stay on the sidelines and let you guys do your own thing, that's fine too. So we have no ego, no agenda here, but somehow we got to get those conversations going. And for me, you're not going to convert everyone, but a coalition of the willing. There'll be a set of folks that will step up, and you just need to move with the folks who want to. You can't beat people into this. If you get 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 moving, then that gets pretty interesting pretty fast. So it's a great thought to figure out whether we can be helpful there or not, and let us know.
Thank you. Can we do it in 45 seconds?
How
All right. So.